I could really do something special with.
Direction from last time, because we're changing what it's going to look like visually. It's going to be at the top of a really high rock, and it's going to be wind blowing, and you're going to be really kind of scared.
What are we doing? There's nothing up here. First of all, what are we doing? There's nothing up here. First of all,
acting.
I want to be young now one day.
Yeah, I know. From my mic, I was like, I knew that he did it. Yeah.
A couple years.
They're trying so hard.
These characters actually take you on extraordinary journeys and emotional journeys and very complicated journeys. You know? So, I mean, what's not to like about that in a way? You know, you just kind of go along for the ride of these films, and so bringing them back in this way, in a way that can actually be, in some ways, like more relatable, where you can really.
Oh!
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing phrase.
Seth Rogen sucks so hard at singing, and I mean, like, he didn't think he could sing, but they just got him to sing anyway. And it's like, he's so tone deaf, it's so bad.
Did you guys work with Beyonce?
No,
We didn't.
I wonder if I should be watching any of Jon Favreau's other movies to prepare for this in any way. Should I watch Chef, maybe? I saw Elf. I didn't see Zathura.
Give me a juice box, biatch.
Talk to me about the world premiere. When you got to meet the entire cast. Of course, I'm thinking about, you got to meet Beyonce, but really the entire cast, right? Yeah, what was that like?
Everybody fucking talking about getting to meet Beyonce.
Beyonce, of course.
She smelled like unicorns and rainbows.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's spelt Beyonce, isn't it? I mean, like, I don't know. Everybody says Beyonce. It sounds weird, like bees.
Bees! No, son, you stay with the other cubs.
Icon James.
He sounds so bad.
Icon.
Yes.
The conductor's really funny.
Life's not fair.
And quite honestly, mine as well. Disney posted the portraits on Twitter with the caption, The Pride. We got to see Donald Glover with Simba, Seth Rogen with Pumbaa, Billy Eichner with Timon, and of course Beyonce with Nala. No, I won't shut up about her. I never will. She is my queen.
I don't understand the idolization for Beyonce. I really don't understand. She's so fucking elite. If there's an Illuminati, she's in it, you know? I don't understand the idolization of this fucking multi-millionaire who didn't even show up to record her lines. Who can't act, and her music's pretty overrated. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I will never understand.
So to tell the story again of the Lion King, of Simba, of Mufasa, and to play this mischievous, naughty old man, a wise sage who is cracking and joking but keeping order and making sure that the legacy of the pride of King Mufasa continues, he has a huge responsibility. Therefore, he takes it with great pride, but he loves Simba very much, teaches him the lessons of life, the lessons of kingdom, and makes him understand that look in the water, look in the mirror, that's who you are, your whole family. There's a saying in our language that walk as if you've got 3,000 ancestors walking behind you. All the time, so lift your head high.
It's so funny because he's playing the new Rafiki and he describes him as the old movie, basically. Like, there's nothing about what he said that's consistent about the new movie. The Rafiki isn't wisecracking, funny, goofy character. He's not at all in the new movie, so why is he saying that he's playing that?
This time round, I had 102 people in the room with the orchestra and the percussionist and the band and everybody else. We had a choir in Los Angeles, we had a choir in South Africa, which was at least 40 people. If the first one was myself and Lebo in a small, tiny village, this one was Lebo, myself, and a whole city.
More equals better, apparently. Jon Favreau hitting the drum is so funny. Good job, you did it! Yay, John! I did it, I hit the drum. Look at me, I hit the drum. Yay!
Sing praise.
It's not a traditional sound, but you bring so much meaning to the lyric.
I almost nailed it!
He can't sing at all. Well, you'd think that they would have used a bunch of autotune in the movie, and maybe they did, but there's so much of it that's still very out of tune. Nala in use? Seems like the sign outside of one of those weird furry porn commission things where they're like stuck in a wall.
What you're doing when they approve of what you're doing and they cheer for you.
These fucking people crying over the Lion King teaser trailer. Oh my god. Wee!
Job.
Oh my god. They're at a Disney convention, so I guess.
And then James Earl Jones coming back as Mufasa.
Simba, come to me. You can do it. Simba, come to me. You can do it.
Oh, fucking Christ. Spirit! Yeah!
For Lion King.
Yeah, Beyonce was probably like half the budget.
John Oliver. He was born to play Zazu.
No.
I hate John Oliver. He's so annoying. He's so annoying.
Who are you? I am Simba, son of Mufasa.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
You triumph.
Who are you? I am Simba, son of Mufasa. I think the reason the
Like, fuck off. This is a funny shot. What do you want from me? Oh. This is what I think when I think The Lion King. It's fucking lizard person Beyonce.
Long live the king.
Long live the king! Oh yeah, it's so funny. Like this line.
Look hard.
In the remake, it's literally just look closer.
Look closer.
Look closer.
Look closer.
That's literally how it's delivered.
Man, to have the Duke and Duchess here tonight to see a film that takes place in Africa. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Black, 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 black.
What the fuck was that? What the hell is wrong with you, Pharrell? What the fuck is going on? Oh god. Beyonce! Ah!
Beyonce, right here! Beyonce, right there! Right there! Right there! Right there! Right there!
Stop!
Please, on your right! On your right! On your right!
This is real. This is the actual audio. It's gonna, if I include it, it's gonna sound like I edited it in.
Beyonce, right here! Beyonce, right there! Right there! Right there! Right there! Right there! Beyonce, on your right, please! On your right! On your right!
Please!
Right here! Thank you! This goes! This is going, please! Right there! Right there!
They're not yelling as loud for Donald.
Jeff, on your right!
The Beyonce one was fucking crazy. They're not yelling very loud for these guys. It's fucking insane. This is why I go through all this shit. It's because you never know what you're gonna find, right? You never know. You gotta go through all of it. Holy fuck. That's like dystopian.
Well, it was very.
This
very
is a
exciting
weird
because
picture in the background. Who drew that? Who drew that Simba? That looks like some fucking 1997 furry art.
That is also fun. Beyonce, obviously being a part of this film, everybody is so excited to see her as Nala. Why was she the perfect casting for Nala?
Because she's amazing. I mean, she's Beyonce, you know? She's worked her whole
Because she's amazing. She's Beyonce. Every interview that exists, someone asks who, like if it's a person who's not Beyonce, they're asking them about Beyonce. It's ridiculous. Every single one of them, like, what was it like meeting Beyonce? Fuck off! Fuck off with this crazy bullshit pedestal idolization shit. It's insane.
Hakuna Matata is just such a nice message.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Want more extra? Hit the subscribe button and the bell.
I have a bell! You guys just press the bell! You don't want to see the video!
Well, very little collaboration, very much her. Really.
Her? Oh, Beyonce. And the song Spirit.
Really studying the film and really sort of at the last moment going, I have a little something I want to play you. And of course us going, it's a diamond. All right, let's make room for this. Thank you so much.
That's funny.
Lebo is my original inspiration, you know what I mean? You know, people don't really, now it seems normal, but back then, when we did the original one, you know, when I was saying to them, you know, what I would love to do is to start with a completely African voice, you don't understand what it's saying, in the black. And everybody went, that's interesting, but it hadn't been done before, so that was great. Back then, when we did the original one, you know, when I was saying to them, you know, what I would love to do is to start with a completely African voice, you don't understand what it's saying, in the black.
Is he drunk?
Back then, when we did the original one...
He's drunk! He listened to him talk!
And hang on a second, it's really moving. It actually means something.
He's shit-faced.
You know, and he makes sure we serve the task properly.
That was weird.
Spirit's extended music video, also co-starring Blue Ivy, already has 13 million YouTube views. You don't know what...
She named her daughter Blue Ivy?
Okay, you're the voice of Simba. What was that like working with Beyonce and Donald Glover?
It felt amazing, you know.
He didn't work with Beyonce. She recorded her own shit separately.
I was like, I would be honored, right? But if I could just have a couple lines. No, you can't even imagine how this thing's gonna look when you see it. The photorealistic treatment they give into it is amazing. It's more dangerous, more brave, more funny, and more Beyonce, more Beyonce, more.
Oh my God! They can't stop.
And more Beyonce, more Beyonce, more Donald and Beyonce. Oh, it can't. This thing's gonna make us $250 billion.
Not only is Keegan-Michael...
Holy shit! They can't stop. He just like interjects, more Beyonce, right? Beyonce. Beyonce. Duh, Beyonce. I like Beyonce. Like, what are movies? Why? It's the only thing anybody gives a shit about is Beyonce. And that's it. So sad.
Food and film are two of our pillars, and we get to see Simba. That's one of the first things he does with Timon and Pumbaa. He
That's
shares
right,
a meal.
yeah, he shares a
So
meal.
what is it about sharing a meal and experiencing a film together that's just
That's
such
all
a
my
conduit
movies.
for
I just get food in
community?
all my movies. Even Nate, he's making pasta puttanesca. They get pizza in Iron Man. I always love food.
Sorry, what?
That's right.
Food and film are two of our pillars, and we get to see Simba. That's one of the first things he does with Timon and Pumbaa. Is he
That's
shares
right,
a meal.
yeah, he shares a meal.
So what is it about sharing a meal and experiencing a film together that's just such
What kind of bullshit interview quit?
Have fun, Sarah. They're right.
When they get these interviews, it's like they don't really give a shit about like the movie or the actors or the production. These are people that are literally just chasing clout, that are like, I got to interview the director and Donald Glover, right? And it's just like, they don't have any good questions. It's all just bullshit. Like, so the first thing that Simba does is share a meal with Timon and Pumbaa. How does that relate to food and film? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? A, it was in the original. B, it's not it's just fucking bugs.
And best of all, no worries. Welcome.
one of the first things he does with Timon and Pumbaa. Is he
That's
shares
right.
a meal.
Yeah, he shares a meal.
So what is it about sharing a meal and experiencing a film together that's just
That's
such
all
a
my
conduit
movies.
for
I stick food in
community?
all.
You know, try not to suck my own dick too hard here, but if you go to like the interviews playlist on my channel, I'm pretty proud of that. You know, I think I asked some good questions that are appropriately tailored towards the people that I was asking the questions to. I think that I asked some good questions to Charlie Kaufman, to Matt Johnson, to Lloyd Kaufman, to Jamie Shannon, to Kenny Hotz, because I'm familiar with their work. Like, I didn't interview anybody that I didn't respect. I interview people that I'm actually interested in. You know, I'm not just there to, like, be an interviewer and that's it.
When he was a young warthog. When I was a young warthog.
Oh, I can't believe it. Like, just get a voice double for the songs. They did in the original movie for several characters.
When he was a young warthog. When I was a young warthog. How you feeling?
It's so bad.
Oh, the shame! Yes.
So embarrassing.
What about a favourite song? Is there a song that really stands out for you? Yes.
Well, I like Cycle of Life too, but I also love Peter Pan.
Okay.
Of course.
Akuna Matata's such an anthem.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Holy what do you...
What about a favourite song? Is there a song that really stands out for you?
Cycle of Life.
Yes.
Which one do you like?
Well, I like Cycle of Life too,
Yeah.
but I also love Be Prepared.
The song got, like, axed from the movie.
In the theatre. Can you describe the film in 3 words?
Innovative, exciting, and legacy.
Legacy?
Can you describe the film in 3 words?
Innovative, exciting, and legacy.
Now, another actor is about to play Pumbaa, Mr. Seth Rogen, in the remake.
Wonderful choice.
Wonderful choice, right? What are your words of advice for him in terms of how to get
fun.
in? Yeah.
Have fun, make it your own.
Yeah, what do you expect, like, interviewing the people of the original? Like, this is a big PR thing. They're not going to be like, oh my god, it's going to suck. Like, Mark Hamill criticized the Star Wars movie he was in and then immediately regretted it because people use him now as, like, evidence that the film is bad. And he probably got, like, a bunch of shit from Disney. Disney was probably like, what the fuck, man? He probably got so many, like, threats and emails. Like, you don't do that when you're playing this sort of fucking Hollywood game, right? So, I don't know. You're not going to get a lot of, like, real genuine responses from people in this.
I feel like this look is very Lion King. You know, we've got like this, it's like a very full mane, we've got like the sunset. All right, guys, we're about to finish things off.
This look is very Lion King. What?
Very Lion King, you know. I feel like this look is very Lion King. You know, we've got like this, it's like a very full mane, and they've got like the sunset. All right, guys, we're about to finish things off with the jewelry.
Look at this guy. Look at him. The type of people that are like lining up outside the Lion King fucking premiere looking for fucking stars to see. Like, yeah.
So surreal to get to interview. But Beyonce wasn't the only one starstruck. ET learned Megan was actually nervous before meeting her at the premiere. The two bonded over their babies, with Beyonce commenting on baby Archie, calling him so beautiful. Then Megan starts talking to them about
This is news, apparently. This is apparently news. This is so funny.
Harry then also joins the trio, and the baby talk continued.
My god, this is so stupid.
Jay-Z even offered the royal couple a little parenting advice, saying, quote, the best advice I can give you, always find time for yourself. My head and my heart are literally exploding over this. At one point, Beyonce also tells the couple the twins couldn't make the trip, but that, quote, they would have loved to have been here. The rest of the Lion King cast was happy to be there, sharing their excitement about hanging with Meghan and Harry.
I'm so excited to meet the royals. There's a lot of protocol. Makes me think I don't have enough protocol. I don't know what you need to, what it takes to create protocol, but I'm going to look at creating more protocol.
I feel like I should be more nervous, but I've been practicing. I've been practicing my protocol. I've been practicing. So I'm ready to go. I feel like I've been doing this for a million years. And I'm looking forward to seeing Meghan, seeing the American royal. You know?
Yeah, very excited. I never even thought about meeting them or thought I would have an opportunity to, and they seem very cool, so I'm excited. Actually, Meghan Markle and I went to the same college. We both went to Northwestern. We were both theater majors at Northwestern, and I think she was a freshman when I was a senior. So I'm going to see which acting teacher she had and if we can compare notes.
All right, guys, what did you love most about seeing Beyonce and the Lion King cast meeting Meghan? Let me know. And for all the latest on the royals, Beyonce, and your other favorite celebs, keep it locked to all things ET. Until next time, I'm Katie Krause, and bye for now.
Who the fuck watches this shit unironically?
Rise up to the light in the fire. Watch the light lift your heart up. Burn your flame through the night. Whoa, spirit. What's my heaven open? Yeah, spirit. Can you hear it calling? Yeah.
Okay.
A singer in a musical movie. Not only that, you're in a movie with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Are you nervous to sing in such a scenario?
Yeah. Also Beyonce.
Presented the story. That's amazing. But I have a small surprise for you. Okay. I'll just go ahead and.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
This is Cringe. He's like hoping that I'll cast him in something in the future.
What's so great is that you're singing and you're acting, and you started off in music first, which is great. So you're like Beyonce, where you started with music and it's leading to an acting career. Well, thank you for contributing your beautiful voice to this production, and I wish you the best of luck.
Big one.
Cheers.
Thank you. Disney's The Lion King.
Holy shit. Why don't you suck his dick some more? That was Cringe.
Mark Y _ all caps BCK. Really interesting to hear what a cheery tale Idiot for. And for the most chilling quote of the movie, Long Live the King, baby, he does it.
It'll be interesting to hear. You go check it out.
Yes! Good clip. Oh, this is useful.
All I Wispy Wood says, all I know is Simone better pull out the grass skirt and do the hula or I walk out of the theater. Well, stay home, Wispy Woods.
Get your walking shoes on, because we don't do that in this
We don't
movie.
do that.
Go watch the original, where it was perfected.
Exactly.
Okay?
Disney makes money either way.
If you like
Oh my god.
shoes on, because we don't do that in this movie.
We don't do that.
Go watch the original, where it was perfected.
Exactly.
Okay?
Disney makes money either way.
Black, 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 black. African voice, you don't understand what it's saying in the black.
What's going on? What is happening?
And here is a sneak peek. Take a look.
What could bring together and inspire millions around the world?
The Lion King.
The Lion King. The Lion King. The Lion King.
What the hell was this clip? Oh, because he's holding him up like Rafiki.
And inspire millions around the world.
The Lion King.
The Lion King. The Lion King. The Lion King. The Lion King.
I mean, it's spectacular.
There's no words.
This editing.
Now, this Tuesday night.
You gotta have some matata, but not too much.
Celebrate the magic of The Lion King.
It's always been magical, and it just got more magical.
It's unbelievable. In a television event.
Let's talk about the cast.
It's really
Why the hell is Whoopi even here? She's not like in the remake. What the fuck? Why are they showing Whoopi?
Losing your father at a young age, and it's something that happened to me, and I never dealt with it. So, suddenly I'm writing a requiem for my father, and the whole thing became.
I can't believe how inappropriate the music is that's playing over top of this right now. She's got people like fixing her up. This is so surreal. It's so weird. There's gonna be a big section on Beyonce here. Beyonce! Beyonce! Hollywood's the worst. He looks so out of place. This is so funny. Who the fuck is this? Who is this? Yeah, her hair does look bad, but like, if she does it, then nobody thinks it looks bad. So now that hair looks good. Now everybody wants to do their hair that way. Now that's like the cool way to do your hair because she did it.
To have the royals show up for Africa, an African story, we need that. It's a beautiful thing.
We invited the royals to the sausage party premiere. They didn't come, so. No, it should be a very interesting, unique experience, and I look forward to seeing what it's like. I'm not allowed to talk about that. Thank God. I've been waiting for 3 days to talk about this. I'm bubbling over with excitement. I just really can't wait. I've been practicing. I'm practicing how, my protocol, gotta shake the hand, and I'm really looking forward to it. He's a young guy, right? He's a young guy, so I'm a little older than he is. I just gotta roll with where he's at. Yeah, maybe we'll do a royal fist bump instead of a shake. I'll take it. I'm sure they're very honored to meet me. I'm kidding. It's thrilling. Yeah, it's crazy.
The whole deal about fucking royalty is just so stupid. It's so arbitrary. There's nothing that makes them royal other than the fact that they say they are, and so other people play along with it, I guess. It's so stupid. Royalty. What do you mean? I've got the best bloodline. Fuck off. It's so stupid. As Zazu said, if this is where the monarchy is headed, count me out.
It's no surprise that the suits alum is right at home posing on the red carpet. Meghan, who's currently on maternity leave, has had a busy couple of weeks. She was recently spotted holding little Archie at a charity polo match alongside Kate Middleton and her kids. Meghan also attended Wimbledon and celebrated Archie's christening. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will soon be headed to Southern Africa with their son. They'll embark on their first official royal tour as a family of 3 this fall.
It's so gay! Why does anybody give a shit about the royal family? If it were like politicians, you could be like, okay, well, they got elected. What did they do? They were just born. It's so lame. Holy shit, why does anybody care? Fucking tax-subsidized family genetics. It's bullshit. What shitty music is playing over this?
And I was paid very well.
This is so funny.
Many movies have not received a 5-star treatment, but have made 1.8 billion. People complained about the Black Panther, that it was creating a non-existent African country. It was too much in the air, and yet it made 1.8 billion. And I was paid very well.
This is so funny.
That was incredible. Thank you very much. Black, 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 black.
Oh, he did it again!
That was incredible. Thank you very much.
Black, 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 black. Black. Black.
Thank you very much.
Black, black.
What the fuck is going on?
Black, 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 black. 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 What? Black?
Pretty much, yeah.
Black. Hey, you ever thought about this? You know 95% of the universe is black?
He's preaching now.
Black?
He's preaching now. He's preaching. Thank you so much.
Oh my god!
Thank you so much.
He's so funny.
Arigato Japan. Arigato Japan.
Heil Hitler!
Arigato Japan. Arigato. Arigato Japan.
You're cheering them on for what? Being fucking royal? Having the right blood? What is wrong with you, Pharrell?
Meghan and Beyonce have met tonight at the Lion King premiere. The stars were aligned, and Meghan Markle did indeed get the chance to meet Beyonce. Thankfully, the meeting was caught on camera, so the world gets to take in two icons having a moment for the first time. There was a hug, there was baby talk.
So lame! How is this news?
Okay, I can at the Hollywood premiere of The Lion King on Tuesday wearing a custom and fierce Alexander McQueen tuxedo dress.
Okay, I cannot get. Okay, I cannot.
This is so cringe.
Okay, I cannot get over this look. To accessorize her blinged out look, the 37-year-old added a pair of matching
blinged out
heels, Lorraine Schwartz jewelry, a diamond encrusted clutch, and look at the hair, Danya.
I am elite. Bow to me, Beyonce. I am your god.
Stole the show in their black and silver ensembles.
Okay, and Blue Ivy is also so fierce. Okay.
What is this? What fucking planet are they on?
Which was also okay, and Blue Ivy is also
apparently this one, and I'm just on the wrong one. Who's this? Who is this? Does anybody know who this is? Who is this? Is that a person in The Lion King? Who's that? Did they get something wrong? Who is that?
Lion King, inheriting all that I learned on Jungle Book, there was a tremendous opportunity to retell the story using a new set of tools and a new technology.
Lucky the casting creators are so accomplished because at number 2, they've got a high bar to live up to.
Long live the king.
The 1994 Lion King was the highest grossing movie of that year.
Like, I can't like, just playing the old clips, you know?
Long live the king.
The
You can't... How did they...
1994 Lion...
Yeah, I can't wait to read that full article of Elton John saying the music isn't great in the remake, because it's so funny, because you see all these clips and he's like totally supportive of it, but...
And I cannot wait to see America's Queen.
Beyonce, everybody! Beyonce! 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 Woo, Beyonce, everybody! Woo, Beyonce!
It was a star-studded evening at the London premiere of Disney's Lion King. Showbiz royalty mixed with real-life royals for an unforgettable event.
Harry and Meghan took a break from parenting duties to
Showbiz royalty mixed with real life royals.
It's only the world.
Real life royals, the royal family.
Disney's Lion King. Showbiz
Real
royalty
life royals. Beyonce is not a part of the bourgeoisie. She's a part of the Illuminati. Like, fuck, she's
Jason
way
Wu
too
greets
elite.
The moment the Duchess of Sussex, dressed in Jason Wu, greets the Queen. Queen Bee, that is. Beyonce, who voices Nala, and husband Jason.
The Queen Bee, that is. Oh, Beyonce. Beyonce.
Queen Bee, that is. Beyonce, who voices Nala.
My God, it's so funny. It's so bad.
It's pretty much every time that you're doing like a red carpet, I'm not looking forward to the press for this movie. Because you're just going to be on the carpet. They're just going to go, so Lion King, Beyonce. So Beyonce's in it.
This is so good. Beyonce, everybody, Beyonce. It's look, out of all the interview footage, like these are the different sections, right? This is like about the acting that I've organized. This one's about Beyonce. It's the biggest by far. Because, like, just the footage is filled with people fucking talking about Beyonce.
For you.
It's so annoying.
The screen look at the game-changing visual effects used to give a Disney animated classic a live-action reimagining.
It's
as The
not
Lion
live
King.
action.
Let's see your home screen.
See, he was already really old in the original.
And I made the mistake of playing into that. And
To have him come back, especially him and not Scar, and Jeremy Irons still sounds competent at this age.
Dad, come on. You gotta get up. Dad, you gotta go home.
This leaves the young boy and Simba.
That fucking gets me every time, even in like 2 times speed. It's so sad. The music, the facial expressions, everything works so well in the original. It's just such a shitty remake. There's literally 40 hours of footage I'm going through right now. This is literally 40 hours of footage I'm going through. It's fucking ridiculous. There's way too much promotional behind the scenes bullshit from YouTube. Because it's a Disney movie. It's a new Disney movie, and so they're promoting the shit out of it. It's so annoying.
The way Chiwetel does Be Prepared, like, really blows my mind
He's
every
so
time.
good. Yeah, Chiwetel.
I watch that and think, like, wow, he's such a better actor and singer than I am. And he manages to do it both at once.
What the fuck?
This is a cost to die for.
Did they, like, do a song version and then delete it? Like, because he doesn't sing it. I don't understand why he would say that. So I'm collecting things that support the points that I'm making, or just really funny parts.
Visually stunning, beautifully crafted, and many who have seen it are saying, be prepared to cry. I think that's true, right?
Yes, my twins went to see it last night. They loved it. So it was incredible.
What's not to love? The story's so amazing. And The Lion King hits theaters nationwide July 19th. Oh, and by the way, we got some of the stars of The Lion King, including Seth Rogen.
ABC News. ABC is owned by Disney. Keep that in mind.
I don't know if sexy's the right word, but there's something about him in the original animation. This is like, no, he's been through some stuff.
Yeah, he's a complicated, beaten.
Sexy's the right word.
What the fuck?
Tortured.
I don't know if sexy is the right word, but there's something about him in the original animation. This is like, no, he's been through some stuff.
In the original anime. Okay, good. She's on my side. I was about to say, are you calling the real lion sexy?
He really loved it. So much so that his brother, who did not see it, is singing Lion King.
Really?
He's making his own song. Literally, Lion King, because his brother's in it so much, so he had a really good time.
I love it. Did he ask to meet Beyonce?
Oh, yeah, I mean, he really did. Was he behind us?
Beyonce.
How much did you get to interact with other cast members while making The Lion King? Can you share what your experience was like working with them? / me.
Beyonce.
Oh, yeah, we
that
did
day
all of
she came in, and boy, did we improvise.
Yeah, we sang. Oh,
you
and
Beyonce just really went for it
we
on the
were
ad-libs,
ripping on
right?
she has a bit on parking the car on parallel parking that will crush you. It is so funny.
It doesn't make sense in the movie. So
Yeah.
they did not.
It's like on the cutting room floor.
Yes, they cut it out. But
He
due to the
murdered,
fact
right?
that there
Just
is
killed.
no cars in
Yeah.
the film,
Right,
we kept
right.
telling her Beyonce.
She's playing the Laugh Factory.
Are they being sarcastic? Because, like, she wasn't in. He didn't meet her until after. So, like, this is sarcasm. I have another clip of him saying that he didn't meet her until, like, the premiere.
Now, what were your feelings, your thoughts as you sort of watched the movie play out and then felt the audience reaction after?
Relief was good. It was relief. You know, like we had big shoes to fill, and with a comic relief, and what you kind of forget is a very sad movie and very emotional movie.
Yes.
And when we come in, we're required to do some really heavy lifting in order to, you know, sort of lighten things up again for a bit. And the audience was really with us. You know, there was so much laughter, and a lot of what we do, our riffing and improv, that was kept in the final film, got a great reaction. So that was very cool.
It was well received at the premiere, where everybody is literally just like trying to go as crazy as possible to impress Beyonce. But yeah, I mean, that was the premiere.
What do you think when you heard Beyonce's gonna be Nala?
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. No one else could do it. I mean, when I think about her eye color, her skin, her hair, she's perfect for it.
Have you heard the new music she's done for it?
What the
no comment.
fuck is this?
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. No one else could do it. I mean, when I think about her eye color, her skin, her hair, she's perfect for it.
Have you heard the new music she's done?
What does she mean by that? That Beyonce looks like Nala? What the fuck are you talking about?
There's about 5 songs in the film from the original. Hakuna Matata, Circle of Life, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and The Morning Report. And
What are you talking? The Morning Report wasn't in the original. And also, it wasn't in the remake. A Nazi! Help!
Arigato, Japan. Arigato, Japan.
the people...
modern technology.
It'd be so funny if they made a Lion King 2, honestly. Even if it wasn't like a direct remake of Lion King 2 that already exists. I mean, it's the highest grossing animated film of all time or some shit now, so who knows, it might happen.
Of an era of the preeminence of 2D animation, which is the animation I grew up with. So there's a nostalgia that I feel for the original because it's I think, the most successful 2D animated film, and I don't think we'll see another one because all these new tools and techniques and the way the audience is, the sophistication of the audience of what they want to experience visually has moved on from that. So anything 2D is being made for nostalgia, but it's not part of the mainstream animation language, which has been, I think Disney Animation and Pixar have redefined it. And so all the artistry is going into using those hybrid techniques between hand animation and computer generated.
So sad. So very, very sad. Royalty! Yay! They're so cool. They got the right bloodline. It's the best bloodline, man. Yeah, Jon Favreau seems like a nice guy and all, but he is a Nazi. Let's not forget. Is it weird that in this cast change, they took a gay actor and replaced him with another gay actor? You think that was intentional? You think Disney was trying to avoid like a, ooh, you're straight washing the movie? You think that happened? Because Nathan Lane and this guy are both gay, right? And everybody else isn't. And it's like the two, like 100%. I should maybe write that in my notes. I just realized that right now. Disney's like way too much of a fucking corporate machine for that to be a coincidence. I think it's pretty clear now that I think about it.
Listen, you get to sing a couple of iconic songs, and I hear you have a pretty darn good voice.
Oh, thanks.
Okay,
Yeah.
like
That's what
so,
I'm saying.
but you didn't get to perform or work with Beyonce, I understand?
We didn't sing together.
Yeah.
We are on a song together.
Yes.
We're on Can You Feel the Love Tonight. But the part that Seth and I sing is separate from the part that Beyonce and Donald Glover sing.
Beyonce. I mean, it's pretty cool and all, but Beyonce. What about Beyonce?
You do Billy on the Street. It's the most hilarious thing. It's just fantastic that you get. Who's your ultimate guest? Who would you love? I'd love to see Beyonce, but you know.
Beyonce would be great.
They can't stop. They can't fucking stop. They can't stop at all. It's so ridiculous. I can't believe it. It's like it's just shoved in at such inappropriate places. So, your work on The Lion King. What about Beyonce? Like, fuck off.
Indeed. You know, there's the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, I didn't try to fix it.
I have other clips where he says he did.
No, I didn't try to fix it. I just tried to, no, I didn't try to fix it. I tried to just perform it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna show him contradicting himself for sure.
Same from the 94 score.
Fixed a few things from the 94 score, you know.
Yeah, look at this.
Same from the 94 score.
Fixed a few things from the 94 score. You know, everybody wants to go and fix a couple of things. What did I do?
That's, it's right there.
No, I didn't try to fix it. I just tried to, no, I didn't try to fix it. I tried to just perform it.
Okay. You don't know what you're talking about, Hans. I think in the other one he was just drunk. I think he just gets drunk sometimes. It does look like the same day. I don't know. Beyonce gave one interview for this movie and she was like off doing some other event. and it was just kind of incidental. It was really weird. She's like somehow too big for Disney, which is really weird. A Nazi! Help!
It felt like the original story is about the passing from one generation to the other, and as Simba replaces Mufasa, I felt that James Earl Jones is sort of passing the torch to Donald Glover. Felt like it fit, but also how would you replace that voice? Just from the beginning, it's fascinating what you had to stick exactly to the same version. He doesn't.
It's so weird hearing him justify like, oh yeah, you gotta bring back Mufasa, because how can you replace that voice? Meanwhile, Scar.
I quiver with fear. Long live the king. I'm 10 times the king Mufasa was.
Come on, like just completely change the character. It's like, what are you talking about? Why doesn't that same logic carry through?
Or maybe Jeremy Irons was too busy with Watchmen.
No, he was never approached. I have an interview of Jeremy Irons saying that he wasn't even called for it.
I believe I heard people screaming, "Woo! Beyonce!"
Woo, Beyonce! Remember how drastically different the initial premiere reactions were from like the general public and like general screening reactions? This is why, because they make it a big fucking event and people leave thinking like, I had fun at this event. I must have liked the movie.
Look at that, over there.
What is it though?
Dole Whip.
Dole Whips? The Lion King Dole Whips here?
They gave me food.
That does the music really is what I really learned over the course of this whole thing is that you could have held up still images and played Hans Zimmer's score and felt almost as much as you feel from in this movie.
Must be relatively new.
Yeah, to sing and to with this arrangement, which was different to the original, and because it sits within the context of this kind of presentation of this character and the kind of realism of this version, So all of that was really interesting, and how all of these aspects kind of played into each other, with in terms of the technical aspect and the animators working, and then me seeing some of that before doing another recording session, and then that going away, and then that influencing that recording session, influencing how they were thinking and talking about the character or the music, and so everything's sort of working together.
I don't understand how they can call it a song. I really don't.
Can't wait. The Lion King is in theaters Friday. And full disclosure, Disney is the parent company of ABC News. Lion King is in theaters Friday. And full disclosure, Disney is the parent company of ABC News.
I like how she had to say that. That's so funny. Yeah, we're not actually excited about this movie, by the way. Why do they have 5 different drum kits? That seems unnecessary. That's so weird. I did it! I hit the thing! The reason why I drag this clip here is because this is where he's like basically saying like, oh yeah, the original score was cool and all, but now we have like 50 times as many people doing it, so more is better, like... Why are you recording 5 different drummers playing basically the same thing? Can I say one good thing about this movie? No. See, I just realized this right now, like, his justification for him calling it live action is like, oh yeah, because we had people using fake cameras, like to try and, it was like fake cameras in the digital sphere, so you had the real movements, so it's live action and everything looks realistic. But they did this in 2007 with Surf's Up, is what I'm just... Like, this is literally the same shit, except they didn't use VR. They just had to plug into the camera.
There was really
like, this is the same thing.
We've come up with a technique that basically do motion capture on the camera and shoot live, real-time camera moves.
Hey, check it out! How about this?
This camera system is unique out of all the motion capture systems that I know, is because we actually have a little camera attached to the top of the camera itself. And what that does is it senses its surrounding environment. And above the camera, we actually have a grid which contains small LEDs that the camera itself senses. And so whenever you move the camera, the little camera that's actually on top knows at any one point exactly where it is, and it feeds that information into the computer. So,
this is the same shit. Why are they treating it like such a technological breakthrough? It's the same shit. It's literally the same shit. It's the exact same, except that it wasn't using like HTC Vive. And that's about it. It's the same, it's the exact same thing, but like 12 years earlier. It's the same shit! Yeah, this was like the one aspect of the film that was like almost redeeming, but it's like kind of bullshit now. That I think about it. It destroys the idea that they're trying to call it live action, because Jon Favreau keeps justifying it like, Yeah, well, it's technically animated, but it's shot like a live action movie. So it's well, then isn't Surf's Up also live action then to your standards? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just the combination of that style of shooting plus the fact that the character designs were painfully realistic, and that's it. That doesn't make it live action. Like, it really doesn't. It's really annoying.
That's like supreme confidence. In shorts? Supreme confidence goals, right? How you doing, bro? I feel like that's like something. Do you think that he was like, I'm gonna call him bro, or is this like something that slipped out? He's gonna go with it. He's Pharrell. I'm like,
this is news. Pharrell called one of the royal family bro. How does he get away with it? That's not protocol. This is news. Fuck off. They're elite. I like how they didn't bother putting subtitles. They're so lazy. This is news.
All right, I'm from Houston, so I have to ask about her. She's a private child, Beyonce. Did she make us proud?
Beyonce.
Guys,
was the kid who played young Simba in this one known for anything beforehand? He like did some songs with Donald Glover. He like went on stage with Donald Glover and sang, but he's not like an actor. They didn't get someone who's an actor. They got someone who's like a singer, and that's it. And so that's why he fucking sucks.
It's a wonderful part, you know. It's a great Scar is such a great classic, iconic villain, and was, you know, Jeremy Irons' version is just majestic, and I just, you know, love everything about it, and it's been very exciting to, you know, just to take it to do something slightly different, to, you know, to be an homage to that as well, but to put one's own spin on a character and to talk about it.
An homage to that as well? What? Slightly different? What? Slightly different homage? What are you talking about? They're nothing alike. There's nothing left of the character in this one.
Gentlemen, it is so good to see you both again. Man, I thought Jungle Book was just off the chain, ridiculous, great. It still is, but this is insanely awesome. Thank you.
What a hilarious thing to say as an interviewer. Just like fucking trying to jerk them off as much as possible.
Gentlemen, it is so good to see you both again.
Good to see you.
Man, I thought Jungle Book was just off the chain, ridiculous, great. It still is, but this is insanely awesome.
Thank you.
It's so funny the way he says it. Man, I thought Jungle Book was off the chain, but this one is insanely awesome.
how do you do, fellow kids?
It's so funny. People are so cringy. You find the best cringe in these like interview clips, which is why I go through them, and I have to go through all of them because you never know what you're gonna find. You don't want to miss anything, you know. Like you want to get everything you can.
Seeing you again? You don't know what this will mean to everyone. You have to take your place as king.
All right,
Beyonce sucks.
She's a private child, Beyonce. Did she make us proud?
Oh yeah.
Seeing you again? You don't know what this will mean to everyone. You have to take your place as king.
All right, I'm from Houston, so I have to ask about her. She's a private child, Beyonce. Did she make us proud?
Oh yeah. She does. She's everybody knows about her talent. Everybody knows about her, you know, her fashion sense, her filmmaking, all that. But what I learned is why she's really successful is because she works so hard and cares so much. Because down when you peel all the rest of it away, you get down to layers. You get somebody who just is.
It's the same shot over and over when they show Beyonce. Like, where the fuck was she?
I've known her family for years.
Yeah.
And she's just
Good
incredible.
family.
I love this. Great job, gentlemen. Seriously, this movie is just so next level.
This movie is seriously next level, man, bro. It was like awesome-tacular.
I want to pet him. Can it get better? It can get better.
Dude, rough.
I'm gonna cringe. Remember when they tried to copyright the word react? Remember when they tried to copyright reaction videos, the Fine Bros? What the fuck? How embarrassing. What? You're not even people. You're not even people anymore. You're fucking corporate monsters.
The cast for this is just like amazing. Can it get better? It can get better. It just keeps getting better. Beyonce.
And James Earl Jones coming back as motherfucking Mufasa.
This is so difficult.
I have thought that all of the live-action Disney films that have been coming out have all been trash. There was no need to make Cinderella. There was no need to make Beauty and the Beast. There was no need to make Alice in Wonderland like 4 times. This is what we needed.
So we have more to show you in a second.
Why?
Wow.
The king's tongue is ruler.
I love Disney so much. I love Disney so
Whew. I hope you guys all appreciate how difficult this is.
Wow. Dude, Pride Rock. This makes me so happy and I can't wait.
Wow, dude, Pride Rock.
Wow. Dude, Pride Rock. This is making... Wow. Dude, Pride Rock.
What the fuck is going on? This is so ridiculous. Oh my god. Where the Pride Rock?
Of course, it's not gonna be live action. How can I get those animals to do that? Yeah, you go train a lion. It's a new genre.
It's not a new genre. It's literally animation. It's not a new genre. It's literally animation. That's literally what it is. That's what it is.
It's hard for me to call it live action, but I also can't really call it animated, so I don't know what to call it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's hard for me to call it live action, but I also can't really call it animated, so I don't know what to call it. I really feel like Disney's creating a new category with these movies that look live action, but are not.
It's an animated movie. What is wrong with you? It's literally like you. It's a description of the technique. It's not a description of whether or not it looks realistic. You can have a live action movie that looks not live action, maybe. I don't know. You can have animated movies that look realistic. It doesn't mean they're not animated. Like, if you made a film of puppetry that would technically be live action, Nanoland is a live action show, but just because there's no human characters and just because it doesn't look realistic doesn't mean it's not live action. It's a live action show, right? It's not animated just because the characters don't look realistic.
So back to what we were talking about earlier, would you consider this a live action film or not?
I do believe it's a live action film.
You're not going to use real animals, so this is the live action version of The Lion King.
It's trying to replicate real animals. Yes, this is live action.
No, because
What the fuck? Holy shit. Holy god.
Film.
You're not going to use real animals. So this is the live action version of The Lion King.
You're not going to use real animals, so this is the live action version? What was that sentence? What the fuck are you talking about? What is wrong?
I wouldn't. There's no real animals or real humans in the film.
Live action. It's way more advanced than traditional animation. I'm gonna go with not. It's a hybrid. It's literally, it's a Prius. It's a Prius in the movies. That's all I gotta say.
What is wrong with all of you? What is wrong with you?
I'm gonna call it live action. I guess it's not animated, so if you have no other term for it, yes, it's a live action movie.
I wouldn't. There's no real animals.
What do you mean? Sorry, what did you just say?
I guess it's not animated. So
I guess it's not animated?
I guess it's not animated, so if you have no other term for it.
What?
I guess it's not animated.
It's literally animated. What do you mean it's not animated? It's quite literally animated. I'm so upset. What the fuck is your problem, all of you? This is so ridiculous. I can't believe you. I guess it's not animated, so it has to be live action. What are you talking about? What? What the fuck? I wasn't that dumb in college age to not know if something's animated. What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense.
Awesome, because we didn't necessarily grow up with the movie while it was coming out, but we still got the chance to watch it while we were younger. So
yeah, exactly. Jonathan Taylor Thomas was hired because he's an actor. Not because he's a singer, and in fact, he didn't sing the songs in The Lion King. They got another kid to sing. They had one for the acting voiceover and one for the singing, which is not a bad thing. They probably should have done it for Seth Rogen at least. Why not hire an actor? I don't understand this whole, like, idea that Jon Favreau has of, like, oh yeah, it's so great if you have the actor and singer as the same person, but then hire someone that's like a singer and not an actor. Get someone who can do both. Why don't you? Or just have two different people. Why not? It's animation. You have that flexibility. Why would you just hire a singer that can't act? What's really shitty about this is like turning this kid into like, oh, I'm in The Lion King, I'm a movie star sort of thing, is really gonna hurt when he grows up and he's not getting any movie roles because he can't act. That's gonna fucking hurt his ego. He's gonna have to go through some like real tough shit growing up and realizing that he can't act at all and that he was given this role for no reason. That's gonna fucking hurt. I think that's kind of abusive to do to children, to hire child actors without them being able to act, to hire them because they're cute or some shit. You know, like I think it's actually kind of abusive. Because you're not understanding what they're going to have to go through as they grow older. Like, that's going to be some tough shit.
frame animation. It was a bit daunting because so many people have such a connection to the original film. I knew that there were certain areas that we had to stick very closely to what was there already. It was different than Jungle Book because people know Jungle Book, but they don't know Jungle Book like they know Lion King. There's a whole generation that grew up watching Lion King on a loop, and it's an emotional film. And
it's not about how much you know the film. Like, Jungle Book was not a shot-for-shot remake. Jungle Book had so much room to improve on. You know? Like, I don't even think the Jungle Book remake was good, but, like, it feels justified that there could be a remake, you know?
we tend to remember emotional stories.
Whereas, like, The Lion King, like, why...
What I tend to do is prioritize
fix what ain't
the
broke.
scenes that I remember the most. So here we have our cute little fella, and in the old movie, up here on the forehead, there used to be like a fruit juice creating a little mark on his head. But in nature, that actual fruit is not filled with red paint. And
he says this in the commentary too. It's the most ridiculous thing.
I like to keep the skies very simple because you have to get very lucky to have a beautiful sky when you're really photographing. But in CG, you could put in whatever sky you want. Often, CG artists are tempted to make the skies beautiful because why not? It costs the same amount. It's just as easy to do. But I find when I watch a movie with a lot of beautiful skies one after the other, I'm like, that's too lucky for real photography. And to me, there's something beautiful about naturalism. And so this is one of the prettier skies in the movie, but you can see that we show.
It's so lame. What are you talking about? You're so lame, John. Jesus Christ. It's too beautiful for real like, you wouldn't get that kind of shot in real life. Yeah, lions wouldn't be talking either, you fucking idiot. I just drink a lot.
Okay, Lou, listen up. We're going to Regal Cinemas to see the new Lion King movie. Since Adrian and Susie wanted to go.
What is this?
No, Moxie, I hate the Lion King. Besides, that Disney franchise is boring.
Okay, I don't know what I downloaded here.
Bravo will teleport you to the VND of Doom logos. And Bravo.
Okay, this is not... Okay. Lou misbehaves at the Lion King premiere. I don't know what that was. I have no idea what the fuck that was. Would I still fuck live action Scar? No. There's no character anymore. It's just a real lion who can talk, I guess. But, like, you can't... There's nothing you can gain from, like, facial expressions or, like, tone of voice, so no.
It's not them.
2 more questions for you, because I remember questions all night till like 2 in the morning. Are any of James Earl Jones's lines originally from the movie? Did you get his original voice? I know he came out and did it.
Yes.
All new?
So we had the old files and even outtakes from before, but his voice is different now and better for this film.
Better? That's insane that he says it's better. But I guess he has to. There's tons of people that are there unironically. People were fucking hyped for this movie. It's their childhood, but realistic.
You're singing with Beyonce.
Oh, this guy's really what I was talking about. Yeah.
So,
I don't like Jimmy Kimmel's laugh at all.
now,
well, yeah, yes. Congratulations on making it to the end of the YouTube video.
I can't wait for Jimmy Kimmel to get Me Too, honestly. I think he's due.
And created this multiplayer VR filmmaking game where all the crew put on headsets and they were able to walk around and look around the Pride Lands and watch the animated performances and set cameras inside VR. So it felt like we were making a live action film inside virtual reality.
Beyonce was at the premiere. Is she real? Is she a real?
Beyonce! Oh my god, that's annoying. Holy shit. Everybody stop. It was like that at VidCon the one year I went. Except instead of Beyonce, it was like Jake Paul and shit. Holy fucking Christ. I wanna touch a celebrity! Literally just waiting in line to touch a celebrity.
Oh my gosh, David Dobrik.
I'm dying here. Haven't I met Bong Joon-ho? No, but I took a video of him because he was signing autographs 5 feet away from me.
Awesome.
Yeah, like, can you honestly... I don't know. I don't buy for a fucking second that this little girl respects the craft of all of these different people here, right? when I took a video of Bong Joon-ho, it wasn't like, ooh, hey, a famous person. It's like, holy shit, one of my favorite directors here from South Korea, probably never going to be within 5 feet from him ever again, sort of thing. And I didn't go up to him and yell at him and bug him. I just like, he was signing other people's autographs, and I was like, hell yeah, I see him, and took a 5-second video and posted it to Twitter, and that's it. I think there's a bit of a difference. I don't believe for a fucking second that she's like a fan of these people's craft. I think that she just knows that they're famous. I don't buy for a fucking second that she loves every single one of these people for their talents. She loves them because they're famous. You don't stand behind this fucking line at the red carpet. You don't stand behind this thing all fucking day waiting for celebrities to go by unless you're one of those people. That's literally what they're for, is just, hey, a famous person, and that's it. Right? So I don't think it's the same as me just taking a 5-second video of Bong Joon-ho. Stop the pain.
And so enough of the introductions. You all know who this man is. Let's get into my conversation with composer Hans Zimmer. You know, Seth Rogen and his singing, because
he's an excellent singer.
It feels like
it touches my heart more than.
No, I didn't try to fix it. Fixed a few things from the '94 score.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Like, these roles chose you, but if you could become an animal right now, if you could leave this room as an animal, what would you choose and why?
Furry question.
Do you think that was more about Chiwetel?
No, I felt that, like, over here.
Yeah. Can you blame her?
I know, right? With that voice. Not mischief. It's the voice.
Yeah.
I like her voice as she's saying, yeah, I know, right? Let that voice.
He did such a good job. Also, he has like the best song in the movie.
He has the best song in the It wasn't a song. I don't understand these people pretending like the remake is the original. The remake, there wasn't a song, really.
His dad died, you guys, while filming this, so he went back and actually redid some of his lines because he thought he could feel it more since now he lost his dad. Isn't that? Yeah, that's so sad. That's dedication to that, though. That's what the story is about.
Also, he was terrified to stand in front of Beyonce. Did you guys know that? They had to separate them. And that was his request. He was like, I do not want to stand in front of Beyonce. Because they were like kind of watching you guys in the same room. Because Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen were in the same exact room as all three of them were. But he was like, no, I do not want to stand in front of Beyonce. And who can blame him? Right?
Yeah. She's really like playing basketball next to Michael Jordan.
Sorry, what?
Terrified to stand in front of Beyonce. Did you guys know that? They had to separate them. And that was his request. He was like, I do not want to stand in front of Beyonce.
She took the sarcastic interview he gave when he said, I requested not to sing with Beyonce, and she thought that he was being literal. She thought that he was actually being serious. Because later he literally just said, like, no, yeah, we had scheduling conflicts, so we couldn't sing in the same room. And now she's repeating that as though it's a fact? What? Yeah. Like, as though he didn't want to be in the same room as Beyonce singing, and that's why they didn't? Why the fuck? That's literally just not true. That's literally not true. Yeah, what the fuck is up with this dress? It's like a smiley face with her tits as the eyes. It's like not even on the belly button. Like, what is that? What is that?
I had an exclusive interview with Beyonce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was very good.
Was it awesome?
Very animated.
Oh gosh, she wasn't animated. Oh my gosh, did you get removed from the set again?
Not this particular set because it was almost 20 years ago.
Oh,
I interviewed her for Gold Member. But let me point out, I did say you're going to go on to have a big film career. You guys want to see the interview?
Yeah, I would love to see this.
Haha, he couldn't even get an interview with Beyonce for the movie, so he has to play one from 20 years ago for Gold Member. He's creepy.
No, at the beginning, I guess we didn't play it, but she says hi, Mark. And I used to have Beyonce saying hi, Mark.
No, but she does have the most soothing voice.
Sorry, what?
Very much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You know, that used to be my ringtone for the longest time.
Her making the farting noise?
No, at the beginning, I guess we didn't play it, but she says hi, Mark, and I used to have Beyonce saying hi, Mark, and that was my ringtone.
What the fuck?
No, right now.
Hakuna Matata.
There you go.
What a wonderful phrase.
All of these people seem fucking deranged. They seem really fucked up.
No, she does have the most soothing voice.
No
You
kidding.
guys, she met the royal family. She met Prince Harry and Meghan, and she literally goes, my princess, and they hugged, and it was the most, oh my god.
I guess it takes royalty to get Beyonce, the queen of the industry. Because
Oh my god.
I guess it takes royalty to get Beyonce, the queen of the industry, because have you noticed?
she's not out there doing a lot of interviews for this movie.
She's not there for the family. She's Beyonce. She doesn't need an explanation.
No,
It's true.
she's gotta be
She's Beyonce. She doesn't need an explanation. This is insane. People are fucking ridiculous about Beyonce, and I had no idea it was this bad. I had no idea it was like this fucking scary. This movie made a shit ton of money, but it's not gonna fucking resonate with people in the same way. Like, it's really not.
It's like, fine.
Who's gonna, like, after this, like, I don't know, after a couple years, is anybody gonna be like, let's watch The Lion King 2019? Is anybody gonna say that? Like, does anybody want to?
Florence, I have to talk about your character because I lived for her last night. I really, really, really did. I think hers was probably, everything was great, but you were the biggest upgrade in my opinion. I loved what you were able to do with her because she was fierce. Let's talk about the fierceness of you bringing, I don't know, talk about it.
An upgrade from Whoopi Goldberg, though? Are you fucking serious? Okay, imagine Florence Kumbasa, or whatever her name is. Imagine she was in the original movie in 1994, and then Whoopi Goldberg was a part of this remake. This person interviewing would be saying the exact same fucking thing, like, oh, it's such an upgrade. Like, fuck off. Like, what are you talking about? How is it an upgrade? She was fierce. She was, like, more serious this time. Whatever. What's wrong with Whoopi Goldberg? Like, she seems nice. I just, like, why throw Whoopi Goldberg under the bus, you know? This is disgusting.
Every detail. It has some of the cute animated characters.
This is fucking disgusting.
She's with her daughter. We're wishing culture a very happy first birthday.
Could you imagine being somebody that watches this shit unironically?
Here's Alexander McQueen tuxedo dress.
Okay, I cannot get over this look. Accessorize her blinged out look. The 37-year-old added a pair of matching strappy heels, Lorraine Schwartz jewelry, a diamond crescent clutch, and look at the hair at Danya. This is everything.
As soon as she walked out, it's like, wait, she's here.
And Melody never makes red carpet appearances, so I mean, she came out. She knew that all eyes were on her. She's carrying Archie in the fall. She has no regrets expressing her thoughts.
And, you know, felt like you.
This is such fucking trash. Oh my god.
Absolutely, black. It's only a black tie.
Oh my god, there's another one! There's a third one.
You know, 95% of the universe is black.
Just that, like, that dumb stare he gives right after is just, like, the perfect way to end it. I think this is the clip I'll use to introduce Pharrell Williams' involvement in the film. With no comment on the actual clip itself, but just a clip to use. Oh, Pharrell, you're a funny man.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kelly Carter, and welcome to the world premiere of Disney's The Lion King. We're coming to you live from a transformed Hollywood Boulevard, the entire street alive with the energy of the Pride Lands of Africa. Join us to talk all things Lion King, Donald Glover, Alfred Woodard, Seth Rogen, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Billy Eichner, director John Favreau, composer Hans Zimmer, and other members of the cast to help make sure we capture every angle of tonight's premiere.
She didn't even say Beyonce!
That was so cool, and the kids, and like, it was fun.
And then you gotta tell me your Beyonce moment. What was your Beyonce moment?
I haven't had my Beyonce moment yet, although we are on a track together. I am on Kind of for the Love tonight.
I like how he just contradicted himself, like, she's like, oh, so the cast photos, were you all in the same room? He's like, yes, we were all in the same room. And she's like, have you met Beyonce? He's like, nope.
Like we're waiting for this the same way you guys are.
Have you ever had a movie experience like that
No,
before?
like you've always been able to go do ADR, you know, looping, like when they're not done with something, you get to do reshoots, you get to watch some of the footage. Nothing here, and so this is super exciting.
But some of the characters at least got to work in
Basically admitting that they didn't, like, redo any lines. That's kind of funny. Yeah, we didn't do any retakes. I love famous people, but only because they're famous. I love how the video's, like, breaking up and shit. Because the whole point of this red carpet live stream is to advertise Verizon's 5G service. And they said that built on Verizon 5G. And the video's, like, breaking up and shit. Like, oh shit! Freeze frame, glitch! Uh-oh! We're not really advertising our platform the way we should be. Like, that's the whole point of them doing the red carpet premiere, was to advertise Verizon 5G. They sponsored it. And the video's fucking up. So that's hilarious.
But there's Donald. We see you, buddy. Oh, that's an Ussie right there. And Donald, of course, is playing the grown-up version.
Did she say that's an Ussie instead of a selfie?
We're being passed on the carpet to keep cool because, again, it is very, very hot out here right now. But there's Donald. We see you, buddy. Oh, that's an Ussie right there.
An Ussie.
And Donald, of course, is playing the grown-up version.
And always coming to beg because the people
Sorry, what?
It's about time that we tell our stories now.
It's about time? It happened in 1994! What do you mean you say it's about time as if it didn't happen in 1994?
I feel like you might know this next
I
guy.
feel like she's not gonna get to interview Beyonce. I have a funny fucking feeling. I have a sneaking suspicion that she's going to interview everyone except Beyonce, who shows up at this premiere, but just doesn't want to do interviews because she's too important.
Okay, can we talk? I'm gonna hold it and hand it off to you, but I want you to talk about this outfit. I love it.
I wanted like something to make a splash, but I wanted some Afrocentric qualities to it, so I have African patterns here, and a lot of gold. So
he's dressed up like a watermelon. Are you calling me racist or are you calling Eric racist? Because I think when he put that outfit on, he probably talked to someone and was like, "This looks like a fucking watermelon. You think I can get away with it?" And then just went anyway. I think that's the conversation that happened. Beyonce is like the epitome of a human being that has transformed themselves into a commercial product. It's not even just like when they're on stage they're a product. It's like their whole life is a product. You know? I'm a person where even though I'm creating what I consider to be art and I'm expressing myself, I'm still being an honest human being. And I'm expressing parts of myself, opinions, you know, my personality, things that like not everybody's going to love. And as a marketing decision, if I had like an agent, if I had a manager, they'd be telling me not to share too much about myself. Because the more you share about yourself, the more honest of a person you are, the more of yourself you share to others and put out there for people to see, the less people are going to connect with it. You're no longer a blank slate that people can project their own feelings and emotions onto. You're an actual person. Beyonce has mastered the art of not being an actual person. And that's why she's at the level of celebrity that she is because every single fucking person can be like, she wrote that song for me. She's just like me. I love her. There's not a single thing I don't like about her because you don't know anything about her. Because she's elusive. She doesn't do interviews. She purposefully hides herself from everybody so that she can remain as this like perfectly universally appealing goddess. You know? She's nobody. She's nobody and therefore she's everybody. That's the trick. That's the fucking trick. It's ridiculous. She's like the opposite of me in a sense. I would rather be understood as a human being. I would rather share myself to the world and then maybe a few people will get me, and even if other people hate me for it, even if other people don't understand what I have to say, they can disagree with it, but at least you know I'm honest. Beyonce, she's a facade. She's not a real person. She's a product. There's nothing genuine about her. If she shared herself as much as Kanye, she'd probably be as hated. Although Kanye's kind of fucking insane, so maybe not that much. Yeah, it's like the difference between being known as a person and being known as a fucking god or goddess, I guess, in her case. If you want to gender the term, I guess. She doesn't give any kind of an interview where she could be like saying anything genuinely or being caught off guard. Like any moment where she's in front of the camera, she makes sure that it's one that it can be scripted. I think what's actually crazy now that I think about it is like the celebrities that have become like icon celebrities. I think a lot of them are ones that like, or at least two in my memory. I don't know. Maybe I'm just full of shit. But like the previous example that I can think of that would be like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. And it's like when two celebrities that are like very attractive get married. I guess Jay-Z is not like that attractive or anything, but like two icons living in the icon world. She's not married to a normie. She's royalty status. It's like this engraved idea of royalty, I guess, in our minds, where like they're not even interacting with normal peasants. They live in their own world, and so we should treat them like royalty, treat them like gods. Sort of thing. I think that's a part of it. If she married like a normal man, I don't think she'd be as famous. I think when you hear like Beyonce married Jay-Z, that like elevates both of their statuses. Do you think celebrities get married purely for the benefit to their careers? Because that helps your career. When you're a celebrity that marries another celebrity, that's a thing, right? You get in the news cycle. You project yourself into the tabloids. You elevate yourself onto this pedestal for all of these insane people who value this celebrity worship culture. And you become higher billed, you become more valuable. Why not?
It's because you told us you didn't get to the gorge in time.
That's true.
Then how did you see the look in Mufasa's eyes?
Terrible line.
Character. Mufasa and Simba are gone, which means I am your king.
And for the most chilling quote of the movie, "Long live the king, baby, he does it."
It'll be interesting to hear. You go check it out and see if it happens.
I love that so much. Because it's like one of the worst lines.
Long live the king! I couldn't sing as well, but the way Chiwetel does Be Prepared really blows my mind.
He's so good. Yeah, Chiwetel.
I watch that and think, wow, he's such a better actor and singer than I am. And he manages to do it both.
The way that they talk about it behind the scenes makes me think that they did have, that they did do the song and then they cut it, and then people got mad and then they brought it back just in a shittier, weaker version. That's what it makes me feel that way, just based on, because everybody's talking about it as though he sang a song, but he didn't. Because now he's talking about it, he's like, oh, it's a different arrangement. I wonder if those other interviews were earlier.
Cast photo, and some folks really not pleased. This is a photo that that Disney and Lion King put out with all the voice actors of the new live action video, but you can see James Earl Jones is missing, and that's why he's been trending online, so you don't have to worry, he's fine. There's no badge report, but fans certainly noticed that he was not in this picture. Now, you might remember Jones voiced Mufasa, Simba's father, in the original 1994 animated movie, and he reprised his role for this remake. Folks say the Broadway star deserved to pose with the cast like Beyonce and Atlanta's own Donald Glover.
They fucking photoshopped her into the picture.
Wait, what? Say that again, Adam.
Yeah, they photoshopped her into the picture. So they got everybody to stand, they got everybody to pose, and then leave a little spot for where Beyonce is supposed to be. And she wasn't even there, and they just photoshopped her in. And they couldn't Photoshop in James Earl Jones for some reason. Yeah, it was pretty apparent, because this was taken before the red carpet interviews, and everybody was asked at the red carpet interviews if they met Beyonce yet. They're like, no, we're hoping to meet her tonight. But that photo was already released by then. And then I'm pretty sure there's a talk show interview. I think John Oliver straight up says it here too.
Here's you. That's right. That's me. Right there. Yep. Okay. And there's Beyonce. That's right. There's a lot of speculation here that everybody else in this photo is actually there, except not Beyonce. People are speculating she was photoshopped in.
Yeah, she wasn't there.
She wasn't there.
No, she wasn't there, no. But I remember Chiwetel, we were setting up the shot, and Chiwetel was sitting in the front. He said, you need to be careful where your foot is. And I looked down, and there was just this piece of tape on the floor with Beyonce's name written on it.
It was over, and Seth and I were like, all right, maybe we can go talk a little bit more now that we're seeing the movie.
Exactly,
And literally, as we got there, she was going out the door.
Yeah, it was just one too many people interrupted us on the way there.
No,
Yeah,
maybe
next time. Maybe next time.
The Lion King too.
Exactly.
You're harmonizing so beautifully. Beyonce's doing all the trills. When you're in the studio, Beyonce, she's doing that stuff. You're used to that. You're an artist.
I definitely heard it before. I have a couple of Beyonce albums. I was working on solo at the time. She was working on Coachella. So
it's depending on the interview, they'll just pretend like she was there in the recording studio when she wasn't. The first time anybody met her was at the cast party. And then she apparently just left right away.
So beautifully.
Yeah, everybody, she assumes that he was in the studio with Beyonce, and he just kind of plays along because he doesn't want to say, actually, she wasn't there.
It's really me. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Oh my God! Look at you.
So yeah, he's acting to Beyonce, and I guess Beyonce's lines were acted to nobody, or just a stand-in for Donald Glover.
And she's very busy, so we didn't get to do it as much. Everybody else, yes.
Now, when you do Can You Feel the Love tonight, though, do you get to record that together, or do you actually have to do that separately?
We had to just because I was doing solo.
Even that song.
But even that was more intimate than usual.
Now, in this movie...
Even that was more intimate than usual, though. It's just as he scratched it, he's so nervous. Look at... because they don't want to admit it, because it's it is kind of shitty. It's like they were all expecting her to be there, and then she just dipped. It's like she had a day she was supposed to show up, and then they just couldn't get a hold of her, and then found out 3 hours later that she wasn't coming. That's what it feels like. They all feel really bummed out about it.
But even that was more intimate.
He's so nervous. Even that was more intimate than usual. He tries to save it.
Oh, even that's
this entire fucking cast interview, and everybody is there except Beyonce. Literally, it's so funny. It's she just can't be bothered. Yeah, she's got other things going on. That's cool. But and I don't want to take away from her. I think she was pregnant or something. I'm sure there are legitimate reasons, but I don't know. It's the difference between missing 1 day, something like this, and just being completely absent from all of the behind-the-scenes footage. They have one shot of her that they use in the behind-the-scenes footage, and it looks like a completely different recording studio. Like she just did it at home.
Absolutely. So the photos came out and they were amazing. Everyone's kind of going nuts over the internet. Were you guys all in the same room doing that, or what was it like when you guys met each other the first time?
Yeah, we were all in the same room in New York. We all recorded the movie already, so the photos happened fairly recently. Me and Donald and John and all of us. Alfre Woodard. I had not met Alfre Woodard yet, and she's such a brilliant actress. I've been watching her since I was growing up, so that was so cool. And the kids, and like it was fun.
And then you got to tell me your Beyonce moment. What was your Beyonce moment?
I haven't had my Beyonce moment yet, although we are on a track.
Everyone, he starts out by saying, everyone in the photo was there, and then she's like, how was meeting Beyonce? He's like, I haven't met her. It's like, well...
everyone, yeah.
It was great. Beyonce was there.
Beyonce was there.
And
Jay-Z was there.
Everyone was
We
there.
went over to talk to them, and then they left right as we were walking over.
Wait, did you
We did.
Well, before
we
the
met
movie,
them before, but after the party, we were like, let's go do it. And then literally as we were walking.
We met them before, but we didn't want to bother her too much before. She was so nice. She came up to us. She introduced herself, which she didn't have to do. She was so gracious.
Yeah.
We hugged. We said hello. But we didn't want to bother her for a photo or anything like that. But once the movie was over, and Seth and I were like, all right, maybe we can go talk a little bit more now that she's seen the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And literally, as we got there, she was going out the door.
Yeah.
It's just like as soon as the movie's over. As soon as the movie's over, she just dips.
Beyonce, obviously being a part of this film, everybody is so excited to see her as Nala. Why was she the perfect casting for Nala?
What a leading question. Why is she the perfect casting?
Why are you gay?
What a shitty question. She's been in several movies, and not a single one of them hired her for her acting. Like, it just says so much about the production. It's like you want a name recognition. That's it. You don't hire her for her acting. She's not a good actor. Yeah, same thing with Austin Powers. They didn't hire her for her acting.
Everyone keeps calling this a live-action movie. How have you been describing it? Because it's not live-action. Those aren't real lines. Are we saying CGI? What are we doing?
I think it's an entirely new way of experiencing film. And I don't know if we have quite the vocabulary yet to describe what it is. So we're all working together on this and trying to come up with, the perfect thing to describe what it is.
Well, it's not live action.
People often ask me if it's live action or if it's animation, and I guess the best answer is it's both, because we make a fully animated film, but then we go into that animated film and we make a live action film around the animation.
Those pixels look just like animals to me. John showed me part of the movie.
Yeah, I think I already put the clip in here, but from Surf's Up they did the same thing, and they never called it live action. Like,
well, people
it's not like it's not even that groundbreaking. They just used VR this time.
Of course it's not gonna be live action. Now they get those animals to do that. Yeah, you go train a lion. It's a new genre. And I think we need to find a special word for it because it isn't animation. So it's hard for me to call live action.
It is animation!
I really feel like...
It's a really interesting prospect. Well, people often ask me if it's live action or if it's animation, and I guess the best answer is it's both, because we make a fully animated film, but then we go into that animated film and we make a live action film around the animation. And but I guess it's a tough one to answer, and I like that people are asking the question because it means that they're going to look at it and they're going to scratch their heads and they're going to deliberate over what it feels like to them. Because technically it's animated, but when you look at it, it's going to look live action. So it should fit in.
It doesn't look live action. It doesn't. It looks animated. Quit fucking jerking yourself off. It doesn't look live action. The way things are lit, especially, you see like the backlighting on the fur? It's like the lighting separates so much from like the characters in the background. Like, look, because they're all the same color as the background. If this were like a documentary, they would kind of start to blend in. But every single one of them looks like they're cut out. Like they're green screened into the frame. Every single character looks like they're green screened into it. It doesn't really look like live action.
That my friends never stood.
I was always here for you.
Oh, the shame.
Yes, he was a shame.
It's not his fault. Like, they could have got someone else. They really could have. Like, in the original film, Matthew Broderick isn't the one singing, I don't think. It's like young Simba isn't the one singing either. Like, the fucking Jonathan Taylor Thomas isn't the singer. Matthew Broderick might be. But yeah, the young Simba in the original, Jonathan Taylor Thomas was not the one that sang. So I don't understand why they are so against getting someone to sing for Seth Rogen.
So yeah, I don't have a singing background of any type, but I just tried to kind of hand myself over to the process, and I kept imploring them to just auto-tune me because it would make everyone's lives much easier, but they did not do that.
I love this duo. Returning again after The Amazing Spider-Man 2, because that soundtrack was just so good.
Lie to me, he shot at me, he hates on me. Good, got it, great, good.
We got these two again, working together, because that worked out so well last time.
Why?
Thanks for watching. It's April 2022, so here are my $5 and up patrons. Regal Moss, Speak of the Joker, Yup, Caden Mack, Android Philippe, Buttrock, Charisma, The Super One Player, Dwyer Tarantino, Jacob Arndt, Zachary Kane, Samjul, Chi.exe, Gothic Sith, Mandelbro, Wales, Bo the Doggo, Gabriel Herrera, Hoofy Doe, Ocean Machinery, and Malav Shah. Thank you for watching.